Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about leveling, its introduction and some basic terms that are going to be used in leveling. So let's first have an introduction of leveling. Let's consider a piece of land, and on that piece of land we have one point that is being shown here. So to locate this point, we need some reference point. So let's say that the reference point is over here. Since this piece of land is three-dimensional, so to locate this point, we should know the three dimensions. In surveying, we call it as northing, easting as the two horizontal distances. The third one would be the elevation from the reference point. So determining northing or easting, we require the distance between the point and the origin or the reference point and the bearing of this line so that we can calculate northing and easting. But how about elevation, which is actually the vertical distance between this point and this point? Determining the horizontal distance between these 2 points can be done with the help of tape, and bearing can be determined by any suitable equipment, maybe compass or theodolite. So with the help of which we can determine easting and northing. But determining the vertical distance, elevation, is not so easy. How it is not so easy? Let's see from the different angles. Now if we look from the top view, then we can have these northing and easting distances, which are actually the horizontal distances, which can easily be determined with the help of maybe a tape. But if we look at the front view, this is actually the elevation that we want to determine. Now determining elevation from any reference point, we need to measure the vertical distance. If the reference point is even here, determining the elevation from this point will become difficult, because measuring the horizontal distance we just move on the land, but measuring vertical distance we have to go above the land. So if we simply have the tape, then again with the help of tape we cannot do that. So for that we need some equipments with the help of which we determine this elevation. So if we can determine the elevation of the different points, like this point and the other points, like the points on this surface, so we can have a profile. Profile is the one which tells us about how the land varies in the cross section. Now in this piece of land, I have considered this point as the origin, but while doing leveling, from where we have to start measuring the elevation? For that, let's consider first a earth. On earth, we will have some mountains or maybe a relatively flat surfaces. There could be depressions in the sea like this one. The highest point on the earth is actually the Mount Everest, and the lowest point is the Challenger Deep. Now from where we have to start measuring the elevation, that's actually the point where the sea meets the earth, this point. So this point is usually considered as mean sea level, where the elevation is considered 0. If we go below that point, the elevation will become negative. If we go above that point, the elevation will become positive. So this is the point where we start measuring the elevation, which is actually the mean sea level. So let's further discuss some basic terms in leveling. Let's discuss what is a level surface and a level line. Surface is actually a two-dimensional figure and line is one-dimensional figure. So when we say level line, the line which is actually parallel to the surface of the earth, and if we make it as a two-dimensional figure, so then that will become a level surface. How about horizontal plane and horizontal line? So horizontal line is actually the one which touches the level surface at any point, like at this point, or any point on the surface, like over here or over here. The line which just touches the level surface, or you can say the tangent line to the level line. So horizontal line is one-dimensional, horizontal plane or horizontal surface is two-dimensional. Vertical line and vertical plane. Vertical line is the one which is perpendicular to the earth's surface or the level line. So this could be one of the example of vertical line or vertical plane if it is two-dimensional. Now what is a datum surface or a line? So datum surface is a surface from where we measure the elevation. As I told you before, that is actually the mean sea level. So this is the point where we start measuring the elevation. Reduced level, this is the term which will be often being used when we will be doing some examples related to the leveling. Now this is actually the vertical distance from the mean sea level. What do I mean by that? Let's consider a point on the earth surface. Let's say this is the point. So the vertical distance from the mean sea level up to this point is then being called as reduced level. I mean the level surface of this point up to the mean sea levels. This vertical distance is actually being called as reduced level. The last one is benchmark. Now, while we will be doing the leveling, we'll not always be starting our leveling process from mean sea level, obviously because the mean sea level could be very far from our site. So we will not always start our leveling from mean sea level. Also, that's not practical. So benchmarks are actually the places which are already being marked at different parts of the country where the reduced level is actually known. Let's say at this part of the country, we are being known with the reduced level. I mean the vertical distance from mean sea level up to this point is actually known. So from here then we can start our leveling process. So benchmark is a place on the earth, the dry surface of the earth, where the reduced level is known. This term will also be most often being used when we will be doing the leveling examples. I think these are the terms which are most often being used in leveling process. In next coming videos, I will be discussing more about leveling, how the leveling process goes on to determine the elevation of different points on the earth, and also we are going to solve some practical examples related to the leveling using different methods available to us. That's all from this video. Thank you for watching this video. I believe from this video you have now the understanding to the labeling. If not, if you have any query related to the labeling, then please let me know through the comment section so that I can get back to you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in next coming videos. Thank you.